Yeah, that's only over stuff.
Snake at the bottom. Did someone start a stopwatch?
Sorry, I didn't start it.
Oh, neither did I.
Started it now. That helps.
We'll say about a minute past.
Yeah, minutes
It's probably
plus.
appropriate. Yeah.
He could start time now, then let's add a minute.
Yeah, I started it.
How long is this supposed to run for?
After 2 minutes, you sort of write down your observations, and then after 5 minutes.
Okay.
Or you can just sort of, as you go, thinking about it, because it's, what, 1 minute
Oh,
30 now?
I actually have a time here.
Yeah, you have a time on your
Yeah, video camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1:45, 1:40.
So you can see that starting to form, especially down here. It's becoming more channelized. This, because the lake level was kind of low to start with, it's not forming the delta as fast, but you can see that it sort of
So 2 minutes.
forms channels and abandons them along the delta.
You gotta do something.
Just take notes as you go and
Yeah,
on what's
at 2
going
minutes
on.
now.
Yeah.
Tell me, alright?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah, Tom?
You can see that like the dark minerals sort of go where it's faster flow. This channel is being abandoned because this is turning into the main channel. And you got this big bar. Decided not to abandon itself, I guess. You can sort of see in some of the deeper flow areas that there's ripples forming, but you can't, it's like,
Ripples?
You can barely see it only.
yeah,
like,
so you can
where
sort
you-
of see like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
If you get it at the
kinda,
right
yeah.
angle, you can see that they're forming, especially when you have the faster flow along the cut banks.
Oh yeah, I see it, yeah. I see around this area.
Yeah.
It's this one. So for this experiment, we are putting in constant Q, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can kind of see how that's constantly forming new little channels along the delta, like it's always sort of flowing a different way along the delta. I keep thinking it's going to abandon this, but it doesn't seem to want
It's,
to.
yeah, it's taking really
It's just
long.
holding on because of
Yeah.
this big flat area up here. Sort of a little bit different every time, but
So what was the other time interval?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay, so now it's 4:10. I don't think I can send this file from email.
No, Dropbox.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now it's just, it's not flowing through there anymore, so it has been abandoned. So you've got the sort of main channel now.
What's the time?
4:40. Okay. 4:50.
Just keep it going because I have to do the velocity maintenance.
Now it's 5.
So I just like write down, finish making your notes.
So this one is abandoned. And this one is forming, yeah, still, yeah, ripples. Yeah.
Too turbulent.
So in some cases, you can sort of see it started to make like bigger and bigger meanders there, and then it just abandoned it at some point. So I guess one thing you talk about for that is as your delta is prograding, you're making a longer stream path, so you're getting a lower angle, so that's like the avulsion process. So at some point, because it's got this long path and it's making this delta and it's getting a really low angle, and then it's like, oh wait, this is going to be faster, so it abandons this and just chooses this stream. So that's
takes like lower energy.
yeah, exactly. It's like it'll take less time, it'll be faster, and it's like a steeper angle.
Oh,
And then yeah, so it's one process you can talk about for like cutting off stream beds, which is one of the questions later, and then we'll discuss some other ways too. But yeah, so that's one of the main things with deltas. And then I guess we'll go on to the next part if you feel like you've taken enough notes on that.
Good.
You have the video too, so you can always review that.
So I can stop this one, right?
Yeah, you can stop that one. If you want.
So the next part, we just have to do velocity measurements. So we're basically going to take this little 50 centimeter piece of string and stick it in here. And someone needs to be able to time. The more accurate your time, the better, probably. And then somebody else can just take the thing and then say start, and then press stop on there, and then we'll just take 3 measurements like that, and you can calculate your stream velocity from that. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what timing?
What? You gonna time? I'll just count down 3, 2, 1, right?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
3
You're
seconds.
really slow, man.
Dropped it.
You totally.
3, 2, 1. That's good.
What's
Nice.
the time? 1.96.
Did you save this?
No. That was totally off.
1.96 seconds?
Yeah.
You saved it in here, don't worry.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Oops. Fail.
Fail.
Okay, I'll just put in 3.
Hold on. Lost it. Top one. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Do it one more time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an average, and really,
3,
you get the idea.
1. Okay. That was good. Sweet.
2.45 was it?
2.45.
And that's 50 centimeters.
1.96, 2.45.
50 centimeters, right? Just to go that long.
So the next part is just what would lead to a meander cutoff. So we already discussed the avulsion side of it. I guess another side, like you probably talked about oxbow lakes in class. So if you have like a really super meandering thing, eventually it can meander so much that it just cuts itself off and you form an
Becomes
oxbow
straight.
lake.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I can't really duplicate that here, but I guess in this case, here we'll have a little meander
Kinda
there.
there.
Like another thing is, oh no, a landslide, there, it's cut off. Have that kind of cut off. Or if, in some cases, if you change like the stream velocity, you might like overcome a levee and then it might go through maybe an old path and cut off a new one, or so changing in depth with like a flood kind of situation can also change and cut off paths.
Alright.
After streams reach maturity, what conditions might produce active downcutting of the channel?